Our adventure continued as we visited with friends who gave us a tour of the area, a little hiking, and then we were homeward bound with more sights and Harvest Host stays along the way. Hi. Welcome to the Museum and Library RV/Manufactured Housing Hall of Fame. Good morning. The sun is rising. What time is it? It's 7:45 a.m. Eastern Time, and the sun has just come up over the horizon. We visited friends in South Dakota who took us on a day trip to Spearfish Canyon and a walking tour viewing a few beautiful waterfalls. Spearfish Canyon is a visually stunning location, characterized by its dramatic cliffs, flowing waters, rich vegetation, and abundant wildlife. Whether viewed during the vibrant colors of fall, the lush greenery of summer, or the sparkling white of winter, the canyon offers a captivating and serene natural experience. We had a great time.
All the places to run into you guys.
This is John and Jane. They're actually from New Hampshire.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And then on to Leeds to view an extraordinary open pit gold mine. This is the Lead, South Dakota gold mine. It has been called the richest 100 square miles on Earth. Over a 126-year period, miners pulled more than 41 million ounces of gold and 9 million ounces of silver from the Homestake Mine, the largest gold mine in the Western Hemisphere. But in December 2001, its limit had arrived. Homestake mined its final ore and left behind more than 370 miles of tunnels, some reaching more than 8,000 feet underground. These empty caverns now provide riches from the realm of science. After a full day of hiking and exploring, we returned to our campsite to rest for our next day's adventures. It's Sunday, October 1st, 2023. Yeah, it's October 1st. What's the time? 7:30. We just left Heartland RV Park and Cabins, and we're heading back to New Hampshire. So we're stopping at Sioux Falls, South Dakota tonight. It's supposed to be 90 when we get there. It's about 55 with no wind this morning. And we're just outside of Rapid City, South Dakota, heading home. Okay, this is the famous fall drug that they've been advertising for the past 1,200 miles. It better not disappoint, because it's not at Buc-ee's. Take a hint, people. After what seemed like hours of shopping, we got back on our way. Anything you want to say about Waldrug?
Weird little place. It's fun. Gotta say you've been here. Get lost in there. There's like 9 million little stores. We'll see trinkets, but there are a few that are decent ones. Anyway.
It's crazy. We just stopped at a Conoco. Gosh, I don't even know, about 40 miles before we actually needed to stop for gas. We picked up fuel. We had an air pressure warning indicator, so I let some air out of the tire. It was up to 93. But look at the wind by this Central Dakota guide service here. It says 25 miles an hour, but look at the wind. Crazy, crazy. We're going back into the wind. We're at our campsite in Sioux Falls, and the wind, they said, is going to die down in about 5 minutes.
You're there to open the door with one hand. It's ready to get ripped off in the wind.
So today is, let's see, I'm not sure, Jane and I we're debating whether or not it's day 21 or 22. It's Monday, October 2nd, and we're heading to Altoona, Iowa. Is it?
Yes.
Altoona, Iowa.
Sioux Falls.
Yeah, we just left Sioux Falls, yeah, South Dakota. The Sioux Falls KOA journey, we just left. Right next to an airport, so we get a chance to listen to all the jets roar off at 6 a.m. We got a little bit of a late start this morning at 7:50, which is okay because we only have 6 hours to go, or 300 miles. And we headed north on I-90 for, 2 miles, and now we're heading, I believe it's due south on 29 until we get to, was it Sioux City? Sioux City, Iowa, and then we're cutting across. So we're heading down 29 towards Sioux City, Iowa, and it looked like there was fog on the road, but it's actually they're harvesting the corn. They've got the big combines out there, and it looks like smoke coming across the roads. It's rather calm this morning, but yesterday was wild, and it was blowing right across the road. You can see it ahead of us. There's a big combine right there in the field. There's 2 or 3 in the fields, but it's all the dust from the actual corn being harvested right behind the combines. It's an amazing process. Big machines. I cleaned the windshield first thing this morning, and already there's bugs smashed all over it. It's not too bad. Yesterday was wild. Look at the corn. Huh? Is that pretty? Corn. So the roads are pretty good here in South Dakota because it's a very bumpy. After many hours of straight roads, we arrived at Griffs Valley View RV Park in Altoona, Iowa for a well-deserved night's rest. And then we were back on the road again early the next morning to get to our next stop, the Harvest Host location in Elkhart, Indiana. Welcome to the Museum and Library RV/Manufactured Housing Hall of Fame. One of the highlights of our trip was being able to visit this museum and see all of the restored travel trailers that are inside. The Teardrop was to be sold as a kit with its components assembled by the buyer and attached to the rear of the motor vehicle. The manufacturing plant was a lattice front fruit stand in Pico Rivera, and the original plan called for building 60 units. What is this? 1933 Ford camp car. Almost looks like an ambulance. Might have been converted. No? Custom. The 1913 Earl travel trailer and Model T Ford. It's on permanent display courtesy of Thor Industries in Jackson Center, Ohio. It's the oldest travel trailer in the world. Custom made for a Caltech professor by a Los Angeles carriage maker. This was the last year of choice of colors for the Model T. Following this year, they were produced only in black. This blue and black paint scheme is authentic. Camp stoves haven't changed much. Darth Vader's got nothing on you. Look at this. Look at it. That is awesome. 1937? Oh my God.
That's why I wanted to come in here just for fun to see the
This is like a tent on a trailer. The history of camping included models up through today and included an overview of the modern manufacturing processes. So this morning, the sun is right at the horizon as the sun is rising, and our visors don't even extend low enough for us to block the sun. So Jane came up with the idea of using some Post-its so we can actually block it. We can see around it a little bit. So it's like,
not ideal, but in a pinch, it worked.
Yeah, and we keep moving them around. Instead of being blinded completely by the sun. It's a workaround, and it actually works pretty good. It's almost like you want to make something. As you turn a corner, you just have to move them over slightly, because otherwise the sun is literally right down the road in front of us. So as we're approaching the Pennsylvania border, we're still in Ohio. We're on I-90, and the foliage now is starting to appear. Actually, now that we're getting trees, we're getting away from the farmlands and the industrial areas. The trees are now showing color, not just the yellows that we had out west, but the reds from the maples and yellows, and starting to get some oranges too. So we're starting to get back into the eastern colors of foliage.
Thankfully, we have had really great weather during this whole time. So, about one more day. Hi, this is. This is our last night of our trip, 24th day, I guess. We're at Autumn Moon Farm Brewery in Bergen, New York. Great spot.
One other Harvest Host member here. He was actually out in South Dakota at the same time we were at Custer State Park riding his motorcycle. We could actually have a fire tonight. Oh, there is some wood right there if we wanted to. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous sunrise. A little breezy this morning, we'll see. We've only got about 4.5, maybe 5 hours before we get home. It would be good to get back in New Hampshire, but it's a sad day because it is the last day of our epic trip. What a great time we've had.
Hey everybody, it's 4 o'clock, a little after 4 o'clock on October 5th. We're about a mile and a half from our house. The sun is shining, and I think we had a great trip. Everything went great, knock on wood. No truck troubles, no camper troubles, and the weather really helped us a lot.
Yeah, we just drove, I think it was, what, 400
Today,
400 miles or 425?
400.
400 miles today. Oh, and we...
John's done a lot of driving, almost 6,800 miles, all him. He did a great job. So.
Yeah, what was it? I'm looking at, now let's see.
Eyes on the road.
6,794 miles. I think I can call that 6,800 miles. Counting. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to smash that like button. And as always,
Embrace the adventure.
So is there anything you want to say to the camera, dear?
No, just want proof that we were here at the 2023 Buffalo Roundup in Custer State Park.